right, so this is the pack I've been carrying for probably 3 or 4 years. I think it's the Pursuit, Alps Pursuit. It's like $139, $140 on their website. I know you can find it cheaper at different places, you know, but I've been carrying for 3 or 4 years. Not a bad pack. I've toted it around a bunch. It's got some pros and cons to it that kind of made me want to upgrade. It feels like there's not a ton of room for as big as this pack is when you put some stuff in here. And I think it's just because it's just kind of a basic pack. It's got one big section. If I can unzip it. It's got one big section here. You got a little pouch there for like a water or something. Or I think I slipped in toboggan or something in there. But you got a big pouch, and then you got a small pouch. Small pouch has a few more storage type things in it. Mesh storage pouches in it, and it's, you know, it's really just for little stuff. So it's kind of like the big pouch, small pouch, a little bit of storage in here, and then you got cup holders on the side. It does have the rain gear underneath, which is cool. It has these clips here for clipping on stuff. I'll clip on my scent, you know, my scrape stuff once in a while. I'll strap a jacket or something to this thing on the back sometimes. So it's a fine working pack, but there were definitely, I thought, some engineering improvements that could be made. So this year, switching to the BE1 Grinder pack from Scentlok. 2 reasons. One, I want the carbon alloy as much as I can, and this is the only thing that I've had that hasn't had the carbon, activated carbon in it, to try to keep my scent down as much as possible, other than my saddle. But when it comes to you know, this giant piece of fabric laying out beside my, you know, beside me when I'm covered in activated carbon head to toe, this thing obviously holds some scent. So I'm hoping this year we can cut down on scent a little more. I'm not a huge pack guy. I really don't like having backpacks, but when it gets a little later in the season and you want to carry in hoodies and gloves and face mask and all those types of things, I get pretty heavy on the backpack. But early on, I don't even like to carry a backpack. It's hot. It's just one extra thing to make you sweat, especially on your back. So I want to show you a little bit about this BE1 Grinder pack, why I upgraded it, other than the activated carbon. Even if you don't care about activated carbon, very well laid out and engineered pack. It seems like they definitely put more thought into this as opposed to the Alps pack that just, you got a big pouch, a small pouch, and some cup holders. All right, so the BE1 Grinder pack here. You got the small pouch up front, which is pretty common. Just got a small pouch. It's got another small pouch inside of that small pouch. So if you're on the tree, you could flip this down and have stuff here, and of course have, you know, little calls and things like that here. Nothing too shocking there. I don't think that's groundbreaking by any means. You've got a small zipper here, which gives you the ability to kind of pack stuff in, just like on this other one you had the clips. This one has kind of a mesh container that allows you to pack things in. I don't claim to be an expert on any of this, but you've got little locking things here that you can put this over. So that'd be a cool way to bring in an extra jacket or something. I don't know that you could pack your bow in on it, but you could definitely, where the other ones are, yeah, there they are. You could definitely put a jacket or a hoodie or something on the inside of this once you've clipped this onto these little, I don't know what you call those things there, but silent, gives you the ability to put a hoodie or something inside this on your way in and not have to fill up the inside of your pack. So that's a good idea. I like that. It's silent. You don't have any clips banging into anything. You don't have to worry about when you unclip and when you do clip them back in, making racket. And it just stores back up under here. So that's cool. I think that's a great idea. Let's go to the big pouch now. So inside here, you've got a lot more storage inside the big pouch. You got all these different, if I can unzip that with one hand, all these different storage compartments inside of the bigger pouch, while also having just a room to throw some stuff down in there. You've also got them on the inside here, stretch things on the inside. Got them on this side. You got multiple things here. You could put little containers of scent in. You've got a bigger pouch down here in the bottom. It's actually 2 pouches down here in the bottom, so you could store calls and stuff down there if you wanted. So the big pouch has a ton more storage ability while still having a big open container down there if you want to throw a hoodie or shirt or something down in there. So that's cool. You've got your adjustable drink holders on the side or whatever you want to use them for, but they cinch up, which is great if you have a jug you want to bring with you. This side is the side that I think is really cool. You've got the ability to attach things on here with D-loops if you want to, or D-rings if you want to, just like most all backpacks have now. But what's really cool is if you're in a tree, say you're in a saddle or a tree, you can just unzip the side, and this is where you would access your stuff, as opposed to coming in through the big container. So you'd have your wind checkers, your calls, your drink, whatever, and you have access to get in here to the main backpack. So imagine being in a saddle and having this hanging from the side of the tree. You just reach in this way and not have to go in through the top where it's kind of awkward, you can't see, you're just feeling around. Whereas this, you can look right in there and get what you need to get, and you can see everything and not have to be coming through the top just trying to feel around to get whatever it is you need. That's a really neat feature, especially if you're a saddle hunter. You're gonna be hanging from the side of a tree. I think that is one of the coolest things I've seen. Also, you've got storage down here in the bottom. It's pretty neat. Have the ability to kind of keep things organized. I can tell you what I'm gonna keep in here is gonna be my SD cards for when I go to check cameras and stuff. It's good, you can kind of keep them organized. You could also do your gloves, your toboggans, your face mask, and have all those in their own little pouch. Neat little idea there, not wasting space. And then on the very back here, you've got your rain gear. Of course, it goes over the entire backpack if you're getting rained on. Keep that pack dry. I don't know that I've ever used one of those, but it's always nice. And this one looks like it's detachable, so if you wanted to take it off and just use that, you could. I mean, obviously you could cut any of them off, but you could undo this clip right here and then have that for some other kind of storage. I don't necessarily advise that, but it's an option. So, you got 2 clips on the front. If you're packing in heavy stuff, these are gonna be what help you kind of keep them to yourself. So, or keep it to you, so it's not flopping around, it takes the weight. This doesn't feel like it's sliding up and choking you, which is always happens when you're carrying heavy stuff. So, negatives. One thing that I don't have on this one that I had on the other one that I may have to find a way to incorporate is the little pouches that come along these bottoms. That's where I like to keep my pull-up ropes and things like that. If you look at this Alps pack, it has these little zip pouches here that are on this belt. I think I can order some of those aftermarket and then just attach them to this. I just attach them on here somewhere, clip them on there. I like the idea of having my pull-up rope kind of on the front side of me as I'm getting ready to go up the tree, so somewhere in here. Obviously, I could just stick them in here or put them in, one of these pouches in the back and stuff, but when I do carry a backpack, I like to climb with my backpack on, and to do that, I just leave it on. I can just get my pull-up rope out of these little pouches here. So I'll try to find an aftermarket little pouch that can attach here for pull-up ropes, and everything else I think it's really awesome, really well laid out, really well engineered. It's got a ton more storage. Not to mention, again, the activated carbon, which even if you don't feel activated carbon is something that you want to deal with, you still got a great backpack here that has a ton of storage that's well laid out, well engineered. There's no more just calls and stuff flopping around here in the bottom. You can actually have it somewhere and it's specific spot. So that's what I'm fixing to do, start putting stuff in this pack. All right, so the BE1 Grinder, I think it retails at $189 on their website. You can catch some sales here and there, but it's worth $189. If this is worth $140, then I think you're $30, $40 more. It's well worth it to have more well thought out, engineered, more storage, activated carbon, as opposed to just a giant big pouch and small pouch with a little bit of storage in the small pouch. But that's up to you. I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. This is what I'm going to be packing in this year. I think it's a great little pack. Can't wait to use it.